as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a
Hello.
Hello.
That's not what the book is about, actually. So I guess you didn't open it yet. But
Told you where it was.
no, you should read it. It's good. So I have a face that says strangers can come up to me and say random shit. I don't know what it is about the way I look, but strangers always come up to me and say random shit. Some of the things they say is, you look like so-and-so, and that has changed over the years, but for many years I got Billy Bob, and recently I've been getting Richard Petty, and I don't know anything about either of them, but they both look like old racist white guys, so I really don't like the look, but what are you gonna do? That's the look I have. Anybody else here have racist relatives? No,
Who
the
doesn't?
only one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I do.
Oh, yeah.
No, okay. So I had a brother called me a couple years back on Martin Luther King Day and wished me happy N-word day, and he didn't say that actually. my racist relatives don't say the N-word; they use the N-word. So I hate the N-word so much. I am married to a black man, and I made a sign for my front door that said "No N-words allowed." And his family didn't really care for that sign. So I have a lot of douchey straight friends, and the way you can tell a person is douchey is by the things that they say. Like my douchey straight friend will say things like, douchey suck dick really good, douchey swallow, douchey have a friend, douchey things like that. So I had this one straight friend who wanted me to set him up on a blind date, and I'm like, okay, so what is your type? And he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, she could be any race, any age. I just want somebody that's not too thick but curvy. So okay, fine. I set him up with my friend with scoliosis. You have no idea. So last week I told a joke about how I had come into some cash, and when I came into the cash, I decided it was not a good idea. I started using tissues after that. But I thought more about that, and so actually when I was younger, I came into a small fortune, and I think some of you probably did the same thing. Am I the only one that had a piggy bank with a really alluring mouth? I found out that wasn't a good deposit for that either, because for years after that, my savings smelled like teenage lust and sexual confusion. That's what it smelled like to be in my piggy bank. So I'd like to give relationship advice, but I've decided that my relationship advice at this point is, do not take relationship advice from anyone. Do what you think. Because I used to tell people, do not date out of your league, and it's actually worked out pretty well for me. But I would still say, if you're not very strong, don't do it. I am a 7 on my best day, and I married a 10. And I don't recommend doing that if you're not really strong. I'll give you an example about people that like to say, random people come up to you and say shit. My husband and I, before we were married, this is nearly 30 years ago, we're at a Burger King when the bitch behind the counter was hitting on him, and he said, I'm with him, and she said, you can do better. And I mean, she was obviously upset because he was hot and decided he liked sausage better than taco, and she had no shot. But I said nothing because back then I was quiet and didn't say anything. But I would have said something today. I'm not the same. I don't know what else I want to talk about tonight. Once when I was a kid, I was bored. In the back of my mother's van, we were going for a ride. And this was pre-seatbelt days. I decided to take some duct tape, put it over my mouth, and I went into the back window of the van, put my hand behind my back, and did this until a truck driver called the state police, who showed up at my house later that day. So that was fun. And I think that's my time. Thank you.
The light